arrived on the island of Sodor, and with it came the holidaymakers. Each day, the trains became fuller and extra services had to be added. It wasn't just the railway that was busy, the roads were too. Every summer, there seemed to be more and more people driving to Sodor in their cars. Bertie the bus soon found himself stuck in long traffic jams. However, this did not go unnoticed. A few days later, the Fat Controller arrived to speak to his engines. He had had a meeting with the local council and managers from the other railway.
I have agreed to run a service to help ease congestions on the roads. We will run a motorail service in conjunction with the mainland.
A motorail?
A motorail service is a train that carries passengers and their cars to holiday destinations. The service will run until the end of the summer holidays.
But sir, won't we be adding more cars onto the roads of the service?
Undeniably, yes. But if we can reduce the road users travelling in and out of the island, it will ease the lives of our local residents and the holiday makers. You will all take turns in pulling the train. We must make this a success. If not, the alternative will not be welcome.
Disgraceful!
Disgusting!
Despicable! Is this what it has come to? Helping the roads? Hauling passengers and their cars?
The Fat Controller will have had a good reason to do this. Besides, we serve the island. We must do all we can to help.
Ha! I won't do it! Supporting the roads, it's a shambles! Passengers use the train so they don't need to use the roads. They should leave their cars at home.
I don't much like it either, but it's all about convenience. The railway must adapt to the passengers' wants and needs.
Oh, come on, Edward. They already have a buffet car and carriages with toilets in them. What more do they want?
Well, if I'm made to take the train, I'm leaving their cars behind.
The big engines continued to protest indignantly. Edward said no more. He decided to leave them to it. A few days later, the motorail service began. For 5 days of the week, the unusual train would arrive from London behind a mainland diesel. The motorail train would arrive into the harbour at the end of the line. A special unloading platform was available so passengers could collect their cars and drive them from the train. The Fat Controller's engines were in charge of the outbound train and would change at Barrow-in-Furness. At first, Gordon and James complained bitterly. But once they realised the motorail service was a non-stop express, their moods quickly changed. They didn't mind the cars at the back of the train and instead enjoyed the fast runs to the mainland. Somehow, Henry had not yet been asked to take the train. He still detested the idea of it all.
I thought getting rid of the railway was going to be a lot tougher than this, but you've practically signed your own death warrant. Enjoy working for the roads while it lasts.
Please do enjoy being gridlocked for the rest of the day, Bulgy.
But the inevitable soon happened. Henry was scheduled to pull the motorail train.
I won't do it!
You will. The Fat Controller is relying on us to make this a success. So come on, Henry, show them what a useful engine you are.
Oh, I'll show them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Henry. There isn't a shunter available to arrange a train. I'm afraid you have to shunt the flatbeds behind the coaches yourself.
By the time the passengers and their cars were all on board, Henry was seething and ready to go. Edward had arrived and had tried to calm Henry down, but to no avail. What happened next, no one knows. Henry is sure the shunter didn't fasten the coupling. His driver is sure Henry bumped the train hard enough to loosen anything. No matter, Henry set off in a mighty hurry.
Come on! Come on!
Oh no, the cars! Wait, Henry! You've left.
Come on! Come on!
Oh, botheration.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! The faster we go, the quicker I'll be rid of this stupid train!
Hello, Henry. You're early. Must have been that extra light load you had.
What are you talking about? Where are the
Shh, keep your voice down. We don't want to panic the passengers. Listen, I have an idea. Change over with the diesel, then I'll ask him to shunt the coaches into the siding. I'll tell the guard to give the passengers an excuse as to why they have to wait. It won't be long until the cars get here and we can reattach them to the train. The passengers will never know.
Henry agreed and did as he was told. A line of vans concealed the passengers' view as they were shunted into the sidings. They were told that a points failure up the line meant they could go no further and would have to wait until it was fixed. Luckily, none of the passengers suspected anything. Henry couldn't help but feel guilty. Meanwhile, quick-thinking Edward had collected the cars and had given chase, trying to catch up with Henry's train. At last, Edward arrived. The points failure was miraculously fixed, and a very delayed motorail train was finally able to continue on its journey.
Don't waste your reasoning on me. Keep it for the Fat Controller. I'm sure he'll wish to talk to you about what happened today.
Well, Henry, I heard that you wanted to leave the passengers' cars behind, and you were successful in that. You were also successful in embarrassing me on my railway to the entire island.
But at least the passengers didn't find out.
That's beside the point. Everyone saw you with half a train. I expect my engines to do what I tell them to do. I don't expect them to leave half of the train behind, and I don't expect them to lie to their passengers.
But technically I didn't.
Silence! The reason I proposed the Motorail service was to stop the council's alternative plans from going ahead. They wanted to build a new main road that could cope with the demand of the extra summer traffic. I'd hope if we had made a success of the Motorail, we could have kept the construction of a new road at bay. Now, I'm not so sure.
For the rest of the summer, Henry was ordered to take the Motorail service. The other engines were admittedly jealous. They had all wanted to take turns pulling the train. Henry worked very hard to redeem himself. He didn't moan or complain. Instead, he was deep in his thoughts about what the Fat Controller had said. Unfortunately, by the end of the summer holidays, the council agreed to the construction of a new main road. Not even the success Henry had made of the Motorail could hold off the apparent need for a new road. Even so, it looked unlikely to affect the railway, and the Fat Controller agreed to another Motorail service next summer. But the engines all agreed that Henry would not be chosen to haul the train again next year.
What is it with you and named trains, Henry? First the Flying Kipper, and now the Motorail? Whatever board train is next? The boat train?